Hi everybody, this is Bob and welcome to Baka Bonsai. These are the last three of my clearance Alberta spruce, dwarf Alberta spruce that I picked up after Christmas. So I've already done, I think, 3 or 4. So these are the last 3 and I'm going to kind of do them together, maybe in like 3 parts. This is the first video in the series and it's going to focus on exposing the trunk and the top of the root base. The first thing I'm going to do is dig down and find the base of the roots, and we'll take them one at a time. I will be pulling them out of these pots, so I'm going to mark them. I've got some colored toothpicks, so I'll mark them with different colors so that as we progress, we'll be able to keep track of which one is which. Okay, so I just randomly grabbed one of the 3, and this one looks like it's going to be the green toothpick. So I'll go ahead and stick that in. And first thing we're going to do is just pull it out of this pot. So I'm going to start chopping away here. And like all of the other ones that I've done so far, I'm anticipating that I'm probably going to have to go down at least a good inch to get to the root base. This one really is tough. The others have been loose on the top here, and this one is it's got a lot of feeder roots, it looks like, in here. I'm just going to go in here and just start cutting. Get through some of those fibrous roots. I kind of hate doing this because those feeder roots are good for the plant. But I do want to get down to the base of this trunk. It'll help decide what the front of the tree is going to be, and allow us to see the flare. There hasn't been a lot of flare in the other ones that I've done so far, so I'm not expecting a lot out of this one or the other 2. One of these days I'll get a proper root rake. Right now I'm just using a garden tool and some restaurant chopsticks. Got a thick root here. And again, you can see I'm down probably an inch here. And I'm still not at that root base. One of the other ones I got low enough that I thought I need to just stop because I didn't want to dig away at too many of these feeder roots. I figure once the plant kind of recovers, then next year I can dig a little bit deeper. This one, I think I'm getting there. maybe not. That goes way down. Alright, just like with the other one, I'm going to stop here. I don't want to go any deeper. I'm down 2 inches maybe. I don't want to kill the tree. Loosen the outside of this a little bit. There's one big root right there. I'm going to go ahead and cut that one off. On conifers, these thick roots are not nearly as important to the tree as the fine feeder roots. Those feeder roots are where the tree gets its nutrition and its water. So you can remove larger roots with less impact to the tree than those fine feeder roots. Yeah, maybe that might be a taproot. I like that I'm not seeing a bunch of feeder roots attached to this, so I don't feel too bad about cutting it off. And now I'm going to stop. I will go ahead and trim some of this down. It's okay to remove some feeder roots. As a general rule, you don't ever want to remove more than a third of the feeder roots or just the general root base at any one time. So I would let this tree recover for at least 12 months before I did anything this aggressive to the roots again. I want to get these back out into the cold in a reasonable amount of time. Conifer bonsai should be kept outside year-round. They're not indoor plants. If you keep them indoors, they're likely not going to survive. Okay, so I've got a pot here. And I will repot this later, or at least pot it better than this. Cut the pot. It's a nice shorter pot that I can work with more easily. Okay, so there's the first one, and again, that was the green toothpick. Broken branch here, I'll go ahead and cut it off. Now, this one's a lot looser than that first one we looked at. And this is toothpick yellow. There's a massive root. As I'm raking these roots, I'm moving from the trunk to the outside, always in a radial pattern. I'm wanting to untangle the roots and also undo any spiraling that might have occurred from it being in a pot too long. Yeah, these roots are really wound around. Not surprisingly. It's one thing, if you're wanting quality plants, probably a big box store is not the best route to go. But if you're wanting inexpensive plants that you can practice on and not get upset if you kill them, this is definitely the route to go. Got a little bit of movement in it. It's kind of nice. I don't know if I want to cut that off. I guess I will. Loop in there. See if I can get a little bit more of that out. Ah, there's some flare. See if I can cut that off a little more flush. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to level this ground and stop. Yeah, that's got some nice flare there. Wow. That's the best I've seen of these trees that I got. Probably Probably right there. Okay, so let me loosen the sides up. Break up any spiraling that might be happening. As you're raking, long roots like this will comb out, and those should be cut off. This will give you a nice compact root base and give room for new roots to grow. I don't know if it's nice and snug. Put a little dirt in the bottom. Take a little bit of the dirt out of the bottom of that. There we go. That way I've got a little bit of a lip to catch water. Number 2. And so this is the third one. Actually, this one feels much drier. Part of the reason I got these for $3 a piece was that I had been by a couple times over like a series of a week and watching the markdown, and these were not being watered. It's kind of like they were blowing them out and they'd pretty much written them off, I think. So I told the lady that she wanted me to pay $5 a piece, and I didn't want to be cheap, but it's like, I don't know if these are all going to survive. And I was able to mark them down to 3. I've got a dual trunk going on here. It's kind of cool. You can see this was like buried way down below the branches. And again, I don't know if there's a reason they do that, why they do that, or just because they do it so fast, it's such mass production that they just don't even care. I don't know. Cut away some of these roots. When a tree is potted too deep, like this one was, the roots grow up, and unfortunately you have to cut those down. Yeah, I like that dual trunk. Very cool. I'm raking this out, I'm trying to pull in a direct line out. That helps to create the radial roots. So I got a little ways to go. I'm hoping because of that dual trunk that I'm going to get some flare, but it doesn't look like. A little bit, but not as much as that other one. I'm going to go ahead and remove this little branch here. Oh, there we go. There's the flare. All right. Kind of tucks back in. I could give it some movement by tilting it slightly to the side. I could straighten it up. Maybe putting it to the side would accentuate that the widening of the base there, the flare. My only concern, that's the bottom. It really cuts in under there. Because of the dual trunk, I'd like for it to be more upright. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that branch because it's conflicting, so it's gonna have to go anyway. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay upright with it. That's nice. The side is narrower. Got a little bit of a bulge here that you don't see quite as much this way. So I think I'm gonna make this the front. Now really cut into that root ball. Just mildly loosen this outside. I've done enough damage. There's a spiral. Did I cut it out? I don't want to do much more root damage, but at the same time, spiraling roots could end up being a problem. choking out the plant. All right. Okay, it's the last pot. And this one, because I made it so shallow, I can probably afford to put more back in the bottom here. Get it nice and straight. Clean up a few of these roots here. And then definitely some air pockets in there. I gotta get some dirt worked down into it. Okay, and this one is the red toothpick, and I'll revisit it, but as for now, that is the front. All right, I'm going to clean up my mess, and then we'll take a wide shot of all three trees. All right, so I got my mess all cleaned up, and here are the trees. Aside from a couple of branches that I removed, this is mainly just lowering the dirt and finding the root base. This one, this is the green toothpick. Didn't get a lot of flare out of the trunk. Maybe can get some more if we go a little bit deeper, but I'm happy with where I'm at. I do like the trunk and the fullness of the tree. The second one, the trunk's already started to dry, but it was way up here, right at the base of the needles. That first little branch right there was actually in the dirt. So we got all this, and that's the one where we got the nice flare at the bottom. It doesn't extend up, but it's nice at the base. And that one, I haven't really picked a front for it. And then the last one, this branch up here was in the dirt. So the dirt was like right about like that. About the same on all of them. And this one's got really nice flare plus the dual trunk. So I'm really excited about working on that. And it's got the nice top where these other two are the real kind of, tight trunks or apexes. So those will probably get chopped off here and there. We'll see once I get in. So this is the end of part 1. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, especially if you want to find out how these trees continue to progress into bonsai. Definitely hit the subscribe button and you'll be updated as I release updates. Thanks again for watching Baka no Bonsai.